Hello there, BoBo the Bitcoiner is back. Last episode I explained the necessity to learn Bitcoin, understand Bitcoin before investing. We do not need to understand the technical operation of Bitcoin. Like we don't need to understand the technical working of email, right? We only need to understand its properties and its value. One of the property is consensus, which I explained in quite layman term in the previous episode. A majority vote by notes decision. Today, I will attempt to explain note in layman term. Bitcoin is an open source program. Anyone can freely download the Bitcoin software into his or her computer and run the Bitcoin software protocol. If you do that, your computer is a Bitcoin node, recognized by its IP address. The simple layman term is like this. A transfer goes through the node generates the hash result. It's a sort of a secret code representing the transfer. The hash result is then put into a pool. All right, miner pick up the hash result, feed it into a 1 megabyte block, as many hash result as possible. Miner then mine the block, and when successful, broadcast to the node, who then recorded it into the blockchain. All transaction within that block is now completed. That is basically the short story. Now, let's understand a bit more of how it works. Every participant in the Bitcoin network, whether it's user, you or me, software developer, exchanges, wallets, if they download the Bitcoin software into their computer and run it, they are the node, except miner today. They don't use a computer. Due to the extreme competition, they use specially built purposed ASIC, application specific integrated circuit, that was made to do one purpose only: my Bitcoin. No other thing. Not basically participate in every activities in the Bitcoin system, except the mining. So let's start from beginning. When user make a transfer, a peer-to-peer transfer, in Bitcoin ecosystem, it is actually sending a message. A transfer 1 Bitcoin to B is a message. When the message is transferred, it broadcasts to all the nodes in the Bitcoin network. Every node then run the message through the Bitcoin software. It will generate a hash result. If the message is A transfer 1 Bitcoin to B, every node running the same Bitcoin program will definitely have to come up with the same hash result as per the preset cryptographic formula of the protocol. So what does it actually do? Actually, during the process, the protocol checks if A has enough Bitcoin to send, or is he double spending. You check the signatory of the private key, the date and the time, etc. We don't need to know technical terms, how the protocol do it. So in actual fact, this process is called verify, don't trust cryptography. The hash result is then checked across all the nodes. This is where consensus comes in, right? Majority nodes having the same hash result is considered true and correct. Simple. No human decision. Rather, it's mathematical. As there are more than tens of thousands of nodes in the Bitcoin network, theoretically, each and every node should come up with the same hash result. Just like 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Any node that don't give or that give different hash result, either his computer is corrupted or his Bitcoin software has been hacked. So, or disturbed. The node IP address is then banned from participating. Simple, honest procedure. The correct hash result is then put into a pool. Miner pick from the pool as many hash results as possible into a 1 megabyte block. Right. This is where mining starts. Globally, one block will be mined in about 10 minutes. Successful miner then broadcasts to all the nodes that his 1 megabyte block, which contains currently roughly 2,000 messengers or transactions, node then registered the mined block into the Bitcoin ledger called blockchain. That means every node is a server as it carries the blockchain ledger. So you have tens of thousands of Bitcoin, blockchain copies. How is hackers going to hack all the blockchain in the nodes? Since nodes counter-check each other transaction, it also counter-check each other blockchain. The same consensus apply. Any node that has a different blockchain ledger will be kicked out of the system and banned from future participation. It's amusing, isn't it? Node digest the original message, generate a hash result, pass to the pool, miner pick on the pool, fill in the block, 1 megabyte block, and mine it every one block mined every 10 minutes. Successful block is registered back into the node to complete the blockchain. Not so difficult to understand, right? Now, let me explain hash in layman terms. It is like you are feeding a message into a mixer hash machine. The hash machine is programmed with cryptographic formula that a unique message will surely or always generate a unique hash result. A slight change in the message, whether a full stop, a comma, or misspelling, will result in totally different hash result. Let me show you an example here. All right, let me turn the camera. You see the message on the left, the big brown fox jump over the lazy dog. It went through the hashing feature, and the result comes out like this. All right. Let me try to do it smaller. See the result? Now, if you change the message here, the quick brown fox jump over the lazy dog, add in a full stop, went through the same cryptographic function. You see the result? Two totally different things, cannot be recognized. This is hash function. All right. Forget about the technical formula. It's too difficult to understand and not necessary for us to know. The final mining process is now, we complete the notes part of the story. Now, I'll come to the final mining process, which is also a cryptographic process called SHA-256. Again, too technical to understand. Layman term is proof of work. All right. Let me try and show you here. Now, this is proof of work. So all these are what we described earlier, hash result. That means it represents one message or one transaction. All right. It put in the pool, then the miner go to the pool, take out the hash, put into one block, and went through the SHA-256 hash, and come up with a now result. Okay, that's it. All right. Now, in this case, the SHA-256 generate a new now result. Okay, the job of the miner is simply to guess this alphanumerical number. This one. It's very simple, just to guess this number. All right. Nothing scientific, purely guesswork. That is why miners is using ASIC machine with one sole function: guess the answer as quickly as possible, which means miner need to invest in a factory of ASIC machine, maybe few thousand ASIC, using brute force, high power, high energy, running 24/7 microsecond guesswork. To successfully mine a block, we are talking about making trillions of guesses per second. That's how competitive mining is. Now, having understood the above, plus last episode consensus, you actually completed the ABC of how Bitcoin works. You will realize that no third party is involved. Protocol self-check itself to make sure that it's true and correct and honest. Went through the mining process where miners are made to invest money and time to find a block in pre-scheduled timetable. Miners are then rewarded with Bitcoin when successful. So that completes the whole story. Actually, this is all about Bitcoin. That's all. All right, nothing more than that. The rest are just more technical thing, but this is the essence of everything. All right, node consensus and hashes. Okay, hope this short, brief explanation give you a clear concept of what Bitcoin is now. All right. Want to learn more, dig more, understand more, get more information, enhance what you just learned from me, and then when you build the confidence, invest lah. Okay? Hope you enjoyed today's episode. See you next time. Bye bye. Don't forget to like.